Hello and welcome to this review of Terminator Resistance. Again, like previous reviews, I did complete this game all the way through, and if you do like your gamer score, you'll find that this game is very easy for gamer score, and if you're a bit of a perfectionist with your gamer score, you'll realise that you can 1000G it pretty easily. So this Terminator game starts out pretty much like everything to do with Terminator series is the whole, yes, Skynet, they come along, blow up the world, take over, and everything goes to shit, and humanity decides to try and fight back against the inevitable crushing defeat of the machines. This particular entry into the Terminator series follows Jacob Rivers. He has been lost from the Resistance. He is the last surviving member of not just his unit, of a whole cell of the Resistance, and it follows him and his sort of self-driven mission to re-find the Resistance and come back into contact with them. Along the way, you meet a variety of characters, all with their own sort of storylines. There's a lot of background if you choose to follow the conversations with them, and every single one tends to give you side missions. Some have achievements, some don't. But I would suggest, like I did, try and do as many as possible, because it will help you in the long run when it comes to leveling up, gaining more skills, and basically making yourself a more efficient Terminator, if that makes sense. But I mean, as you can see, it's got your sort of standard shooter. I mean, I did find it a very sort of plain, very simple shooter. It was more holding on the basis of that, yes, this is a Terminator game. And if you're a big fan of that series, if you're a big fan of the whole world, the whole story behind it, then it's definitely going to be a shooter for you. But as I say, I found it enjoyable because I'm a fan of the Terminator series, but not hugely enjoyable because I did find some of the stuff a bit, I'm not going to say like not new. But yeah, going anyway, onto the combat. You do use a variety of weapons, ranging from pistols all the way to the actual Skynet weapons. You use their lasers. Once you actually get high enough level and you unlock the skills to be able to use their weapons, you do come up against a variety of enemies, some that you'll recognise, some maybe you won't, ranging from your spider bots all the way to your T-800s, on some giant things. I think the HK-47s, I think they were called, and they were really nasty fights if you weren't fully prepared, and aiming for the critical spot on anything you're fighting is absolutely vital. Aim for the crit spot, otherwise you will go through ammo like there's no tomorrow, and it can get scarce when it comes to ammo. Now, the game does have a sort of type of stealth system, as you can try and sort of avoid the Terminators themselves and more try and just loot and sort of move your way around. And one of your best tools for this is these ultra vision goggles, which effectively allow you to see through walls, sort of see where the Terminators are, what direction they're heading in, what they're looking for, and so then you can either choose how to attack them correctly, or in your way you find correctly, or to avoid them sort of completely and not engage them at all. I found myself quite a lot using it just so I could sort of see walk paths and try and get the most out of stuff like my pipe bombs and stuff, so I could really try and maximise my inventory, because as I say, it will get scarce sometimes. Lack of pipe bombs, lack of ammo, it can really get on top of you if you don't loot correctly. With that being said, one of the key things of this as well, it is a shooter. It does have some open world aspects, but it does have a fully in-depth looting system. Now, you loot the enemies that you kill, you loot buildings, you loot shelves, loot anything, because anything and everything you find can be used for the crafting. It has a really in-depth crafting system, ranging from being able to make very basic lockpicks, medkits, all the way up to you can make knives that can insta-kill a Terminator. As you see, the inventory and layout system is similar to some games, similar to RPGs, similar to some shooters. Mentioned earlier is the skill tree system. It does have quite a lengthy skill tree. I did find that I had every skill unlocked by the end. I had maxed out my level, I'd got every skill, and I was effectively the ultimate anti-Terminator machine. Again, pun not intended, but I think that worked out quite nicely. It has a unique save system. It has these little computers dotted around that you can save when you're sort of in the open world environments. So worth watching out for them. One of the major skills you do get is the ability to hack. So you can literally, you do these little mini games that allow you to hack the Skynet turrets and then turn them against Skynet, which is an achievement, and be very useful if you are running low on ammo or you coming into a situation where you know it is going to be a difficult fight. As you can see here, I've hacked one and then turned it against some of them to save myself a bit of ammo because I seem to be stuck with just a pistol. But anyway, to wrap this up, I did enjoy the game. I've got, I think, a 985 out of 1000G. I could have got the rest, I just didn't. I think I missed just silly little things where if I'd have took more time, I would have gotten it. I would give the game a solid 5 out of 10, which isn't bad, it's average. If you're a big Terminator fan, like a huge Terminator fan, you may be pushing towards a 6, 7, but for me personally, 5 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope at some point you get to enjoy the game yourself, maybe via a sale on disc, bought off the store, however you end up playing it. I hope you do enjoy it. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching this review. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for another review.
Fighters up ahead. Got it. Lead the way.